In this video, we're going over how to get started on Google Classroom. Hi, my name is Kevin Zahner, and if this is your first time on Zahner History, please subscribe so we can help you with your classroom technology needs. Since remote learning started about a month and a half ago, I've had a lot of questions on some of the videos that I posted a while back, so I wanted to add some new videos as a sort of update to answer those questions, as well as go over some of the new features that Google has updated since the last videos. This video is about getting started on Google Classroom and some of the settings that might be important to you as you progress through this period of remote learning. For some of you, you may have been using Google Classroom for years, but there's updates or there's settings that you never thought about, or you used it in a face-to-face setting and maybe not so much in a remote learning setting. So let's start with the beginning. You either click on the icon on the upper right, and if you don't see the icon right away, scroll down, you'll find it. Click on the Google Classroom icon, and if that doesn't work, you can always go to the Omnibox, which is where you type in URLs, and just type classroom.google.com, hit enter, and it's going to take you to Google Classroom. All your classes will be on this landing page. One of the things that I always recommend is to bookmark this, and also have your students bookmark it as well. So to join a class or to create a class, click the plus sign on the upper right, accept the conditions, and then that'll take you to a place where you can type in the title of the class, maybe the section of the class, perhaps you need to add the room. These days we're on the internet. The class code is very important because it allows the students to join the class. This is something where you can share with them via email. Our school system made a spreadsheet of all the teachers' Google Classroom codes that could be shared through Google Drive with all the students. There's multiple ways this can happen. So looking at the tabs across the top, we have Stream, Classwork, People, and when you click on People, you can see that there's teachers and students. So students can be added manually here by typing in their email, or to add a teacher. Let's say you do co-teaching where you have a paraprofessional, maybe you're in like cooperative learning groups and it makes sense to have more teachers a part of the classroom. You can do that here. Also grades. So when we add assignments, you'll see grades there, and I'll do a couple of videos on assignments and grades and those sorts of things, so look for those on this channel. Let's look at Classwork. Classwork is a very important page on Google Classroom because it's where a lot of the assignments and assessments will be managed from teacher to student and then back to the teacher. So let's take a look. When you click on Classwork, you're brought to this landing page and you have the opportunity to create an assignment. In the Create an Assignment, the options are Assignment, Quiz Assignment, Question, Material, or to repost. You could also make a topic. The topics will allow you to organize assignments. Maybe you want to do it by unit, or maybe you want to do it by theme, however you organize your course and curriculum. Like I said, we'll go more in depth on assignments in a video that's dedicated to assignments and grading assignments and things like that. But just for a quick overview, let's take, for example, a question. You can ask a question that students can answer on Google Classroom, so they don't have to leave the platform. It's very important to keep students on the platform to keep them focused. If you make them go to too many different places, it can get very unorganized and they're more likely to drift away from the task at hand. So that's a very nice feature, and it allows you to do either a selected response question or have the students do a constructed response where they're writing a paragraph or a sentence in response to a question. What's nice about the question feature is you can also add things like links and videos and other content to support that question. But let's get back to the stream. The stream is where the major communication happens, and it's very much like a stream for social media. It scrolls up, and you can do separate posts, and you can do a lot of things with these posts. To make a post, simply click where it says share something with your class and you'll be able to start typing. Now if you already have a post like I have here, you can also edit a post. If you click the vertical dots, the three vertical dots on the right, you'll have edit, delete, copy link. Let's do edit. So if you edit the post, it'll allow you to edit the text, the main copy of the post, as well as you can see it says all students. All students will be receiving this post. You can do posts that just go to certain students that you click on. Now in this case, I want to do Unit 1 assignment, and I'm going to put the day. I'll do another video just about organizing your stream. It's very important to stay organized on Google Classroom or it gets out of hand fast. Now let's go to grades for just a second. When you set up the grade book, click on the settings icon, that cog on the upper right, and you'll see some settings that you can go through. The most important settings are, one, to keep it on total points. So total points will allow you to show the overall grade for the students, or the summary grade, the total of the grade in the grade book so far. Now, if you want to add grade categories, you can click on grade categories and you can just put in types of grades and maybe put in the amount of points that each one's worth. If you're doing, let's say, warm-ups in this case, we want to make them 5 points, but let's say we wanted to add quizzes. You can add, a unit assessment, let's say, and make them maybe 10 points. Click Save in the upper right, and we're back to our grade book. Now you can click on the assignment link and it'll take you to the assignment, or you can click on the vertical 3 dots and it'll let you edit or delete. So when you click on the assignment, you'll see a list of students in the left, and you'll also see in the panel on the right how many have been assigned and how many students have turned them in. When you click on, let's say, this folder, there's a folder icon. These folder icons are in different places throughout Google Classroom, and what they do is take you to the folder in Google Drive that was created to store the assignments, because Classroom is just a front end, like a website front end for Google Drive as a directory. Now, if I went too far into the web development world for you, I apologize. Let me back it up a second. Basically, every assignment that you assign in Classroom through the assignment tool makes a folder in Google Drive. So you could go to Google Drive, find Classroom, find the class within that folder, and then find the assignment within that class folder, and you'll see all your students' work there. But you don't need to do that. You can access everything you need to access through Classroom on the front end. But if you're just curious about what those folders are all about, that's what they are. So if you look at the top tabs, you have instructions and student work. Another important feature on Google Classroom is the to-do list. And you can access the to-do list from 2 different places, but you can see it on the stream page over on the left, just to the left of where your posts would be. You can click View All and it opens up your to-do list. Right now it's on the To Review, but if you've already reviewed some of these assignments, it would be listed here. So we haven't reviewed any of these assignments yet. You can also access the to-do list on the left side navigation. So let's go back to people just for a second before we conclude this video. If you need to email students, for example, select the students you want to email and then click on the Actions drop-down menu. You'll see Email, Remove, or Mute. So if you want to email them, just click Email and it'll open up an email editor that'll let you create the message and then send it. You can also email an individual student by clicking on the 3 vertical dots on the right. The last thing I want to show you is actually in Settings, and it's in the left side navigation. So if you click on Settings, it'll show you Notifications. Notifications are great for Google Classroom, especially during remote learning, because instead of having to go back and check Classroom to see if students have turned in work, you'll get email notifications, and you can customize what you get email notifications for. For example, if someone posts a comment, you can select comments. You can select late submissions for student work if you've been waiting for a student to complete assignments. Instead of having to check every so often, you'll see it pop up in your email. If you like this video and you want to watch more, check out this one suggested to you by YouTube, and check out this one suggested to you by Zahner History. Please subscribe so we can help you with your classroom instructional technology needs, and thanks for watching. Bye.